Welcome to Beyond the Blind. We'll talk about everything from hunting tips and techniques to wild stories that only come from time spent outdoors. So grab your gear, tune in, and get ready for a podcast that takes you beyond the blind. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Blind. I am here with my beautiful co-host Kelly, and I am Pat. And tonight we're just shooting from the hip, to be honest with you. We had a lot going on. We finally got Kelly's old truck kind of sorted out and finally got paid from insurance on it. And it took about almost 2 months.
More than that.
Yeah. So she's been on the hunt. And if you don't know how Kelly works, as far as being on the hunt for a car, she will send herself 9 million text messages.
Not just myself. You,
And
friends,
CC me in them.
everybody. Danielle. I'm sure I've sent.
But, and then every time we'd think we were going to get paid, something would happen. And they didn't get the right police report or whatever, and then the cars that we were looking at were gone.
The cars right now.
The car market right now is crazy. It is crazy. Every time you turn around, they're gone. Like, they'll be there for a week, and that's it.
Yeah, it is.
Weird.
It was really bad.
But tell everybody what you got.
I love her so much. I feel weird because she doesn't have a name yet. But I got a Ford, so I'm happy.
Ford what?
I got an F-250.
Roush.
I got an F-250 Roush.
It's not a new one.
It's a 2018. But she's fancy.
It is fancy.
Big.
It is big. But I don't know if anybody else has looked at buying cars here lately, but the price that they want for some of these brand new F-150s, they're more than some houses.
Not even the new ones.
And then the
2019 and 2020 F-150s at all the used lots and the new and used lots. The 2019, 2020 F-150s, same trim.
Yeah.
As this 250 Roush. I do think we got a deal, and I'm very happy.
But they're wanting, like, even for the used 18 and 19 and 20 F-150s, they're wanting anywhere between 45 and 90, depending on what you're going to get. But it's crazy. But yeah, some of the new 250s and 2500s, I mean, you're talking $105,000, $115,000.
Well, there were very few that were that much, but I did really like them.
Not at that one lot. Seemed like everyone you looked at.
You name drop.
Hendrick was expensive.
Hendrick?
But you go up there and, you get a scan one and you're like, oh, this, I could see this being an $80,000 car. It'd be 100, 102. I think the most expensive one we saw was like
112.
112.
But it was a 2025.
Yeah.
That one was a 350.
350. But for a truck.
For 350, if you're hauling and you're buying that trim level,
You ain't hauling with that truck. Not with 40s on it. And I guess it had 26-inch rims. I don't know. But they look gaudy and ugly. I did not like them.
I did.
I think they look so stupid.
And it was that powder blue.
I can't do it.
It was this blue.
Yeah, it was that blue.
I liked it.
But
I did not get a blue one.
No.
I think we've talked about that before. She's black. She's a lariat.
Mm-hmm.
She's lifted, obviously. and she has the sunroof. And the lift, I wanted it either lifted or leveled, just because I had talked about it with Jolene, and I just never had the time, and we just never did. So I thought,
Might as well.
just get it done. And I did want the sunroof. Neither of those were make or break, but
She'll never use.
no, but I don't open it, but I like having the sun, and it don't matter. Those were two things that I wanted.
Yep.
And this one had it. And yes, it's a 250, and yeah, it gets half the gas mileage that my Denali did, but it was she's cheaper than my Denali was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Well, hopefully, if Trump's EPA does what they're supposed to do, they'll knock off some of these regulations, and we can get it deleted too. If because we don't do illegal things. But it would be nice to have a deleted truck, because the all those carbon emission things that they're putting on them, that's what's killing these motors. For real. I mean, look at all the mechanics on YouTube and everywhere else, and TikTok that are showing 90,000 miles on a truck and how bogged down and suffocated that engine is, right?
But we are not promoting that.
No, we're not at all. I mean, if the Trump administration decides that they want to push the EPA to do away with some of these unnecessary regulations, then I will stand behind it. You can say whatever you want, but that's the way I feel.
I'm just not gonna say or do anything to incriminate nothing about nobody.
Well, we're not incriminating anybody or incriminating ourselves.
No, I love my truck. I do. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
And she big.
She is a big truck. But
so if you see me coming,
yeah, move out of the way, because I think it's a little too big for her. I mean,
shock it all.
All them curbs. Better watch out.
Yeah.
But on top of that, we did the Turkey Calling 101 seminar last night with Tony Reynolds.
That was great.
Through ADC. And I think it was a fantastic turnout.
Mm-hmm. Rachel did too.
Good.
She's the one. She won the Lady Killer.
And this is the thing. He is a very down-to-earth, good old country boy, just like us. I mean, he said, I'm sorry it didn't have all the fancy frills. I said, Tony, that's exactly, this is what we wanted. We didn't want fancy frills.
And he was like, I'm usually talking to a bunch of guys, and I don't know what to do with like a bunch of women. I told you, we're fine. We can handle it.
Yeah.
We're good.
But just listening to him work some of those calls and, explain for everybody. I mean, you could have been an expert turkey hunter and got something from it.
Well, and he brought in his testimony, and it was quick, but it doesn't have to be long, to make a difference. And you still could have taken something away.
Oh yeah.
And we did 4 giveaways, so.
Yeah, we did do 4 giveaways, 2 turkey calls, and some Hawk products, and then some trophy tape, some other stuff too.
My brother won.
Yeah, he won the
Apache.
Yeah, that box call, that's an amazing looking call.
Yeah, and he went to Florida State too, so.
Yeah.
But
we are planning on I talked to Tony about coming on the podcast, and he's super excited to do it. And we're going to talk. It's going to be all about Tony Reynolds.
I got my truck.
You did. You're excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you. I'm really excited that I don't have to drive 4 people around to every school and every work.
Danielle's on right now, and she has saved our hind end.
100%. Yeah, she's they're amazing, just amazing friends. Wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And
Really, for the past 4 years.
yeah, I mean, they really, really stepped up, and we appreciate them. Hopefully, we can have them on. I'd love to have them on to talk about what they're doing over at Danco Processing, and
Well, they're not doing anything right now.
well, I mean, season's over, but you know, it would be nice to. I mean, now that it's kind of calmed down, it might be good. Somebody's missing. I think that one's deleted.
How does mine make that noise? We're not promoting that. I'm not deleting mine.
No. Yeah, no, having them on to talk about Danco. I mean, and we had talked about 2 episodes ago doing a coyote hunt, and it just everything has fallen apart since then. I've had to travel for work, and
I haven't had a car
she hadn't had a vehicle, so
or a job.
well, she's had 2 jobs, but zero
No shifts.
shifts. So now she's got 2 jobs and shifts, so and a truck. So maybe things will start to get back to normal, and we can
Say he won't. Say he won't. He'll show up. In his timing, he will show up.
That's right.
In his timing.
But once we, everything starts to fall back in line, we'll revisit the coyote hunt, coyote roundup, and by then maybe we'll have turkey. We'll probably wait till after turkey season, just because,
Well, I mean, we were talking earlier. Like my friend's husband is turkey during the day, coyote the night.
Yep. So I mean,
We got 24/7 hunting right now.
I just feel like we'd get more um, participants if we did it after turkey season. Because I want it to be big. I want to have like 50 people show up to do this. I mean, that's where the money starts to go in, where bigger prizes can be made, and maybe we can get some sponsors for it. Maybe we can get some sponsors for the podcast. That'd be nice.
I don't remember. Muted over here. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't really remember talking about coyote hunt.
How do you not remember talking about it? Because you were talking on the TikTok live with them about it. And John was texting, and
I've had a few things happen.
yeah. But, I mean,
That was you that made that noise.
I don't know what that was.
It might have been me.
I don't know. But, yeah, so if we can get that going, that'd be good.
Options.
But one thing, too, I'd like to kind of find out what our viewership would like to talk about. If there's something that y'all would like us to touch on, whether it be, firearms, or whether it be fishing, or whether you want it to be, that can...
No, I was gonna say I got my M400 too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did we talk? I don't think we did.
We did. We talked about it. Your rose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we talked about that on the last
Oh, my bad.
episode. Whether you want to talk about firearms, or you want to talk about fishing, or you want to talk about camping, or off-roading, whatever. Love to hear some feedback on, your off-road rig. I know a lot of people are running the Razors and the side-by-sides and stuff like that as their like dedicated off-road rigs. I don't know anything about it, and I'd love to have one of my buddies who is all about it on to talk about it, John McMinn, because he does everything. He goes to bogs and boulders. He travels all over the place with that thing, and he's got a massive one, and he works on them too. He puts portals on them, which are gearboxes on the actual axles, give them a little bit more height. But he's really technical with all that. So I think that'd be good. Maybe have him on here to talk about that. That was mine. That was weather alert.
Man, that sky was yellow and then went like pitch black.
Yeah, real quick, like in a span of like 5 minutes.
Very much Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, you were freaking out a little bit.
And the air was warm and still.
Still, like eerily still. But
Florida girls don't like it.
the other thing that I'd love to talk about is,
Like Harlow.
yeah, Blake is a very dear friend of ours, and he's a rep. I've known him for, oh my gosh, probably 18 years. But Blake and his wife Amanda, both within a span of,
It's been about a week and a half. She was first.
yeah,
She had a little cardiac event and went to the ER, and because she's a nurse, she left.
yeah,
And then she was at her office and getting some stuff and got a little bit of a confusing call from him, but she knew instantly, and they got him an ambulance and got him to the hospital. Found out he had a hemorrhagic stroke, and very, very scary. And there is a little bit of deficit on the left side, but he is, I mean, all things considered, and we're not family. I'm not his wife. I'm not going to give away a ton of details. She is sharing stuff on the Book of Faces, but God was there every freaking step of the way.
100%.
Because there is no way that man should be here like he is.
Yeah.
Without it. But bring Blake up, not because like, oh, look at us, we're friends, and but because Blake Harlow is a fixture in the
All of the
overlanding out, like, so I'm gonna let you talk more to that.
Yeah, he is. I worked with Blake a long time ago, and it was only for a very short stint, and we got to know each other. And then when I got back out of the military, he found out that I was working at HDC, and then put in with Ryan to have me come up to Nichols.
During a period of time where I was in the hospital with our 12-week-old who was on the ventilator.
Right.
And that was just another time that God kind of stepped in and in his timing and showed his face through and his love for us through other people, including Blake. And now, I'll let you keep going, but now Blake is in a time of need. But he has showed up for other people, and other people are showing up and showing out right now.
Right, 100%. And, we just asked for y'all's prayers for Blake. His recovery continues to go as well as it is. I mean,
and
he's in physical therapy right now, and he's actually standing up and, way farther along than and I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but I mean, I feel like his advancement and progression to recovery is outstanding. I think it's 100% the hand of God is on that man.
And there is, and I'm going to have you post it when you do post on the various different social media platforms, and there is a GoFundMe right now for him that another friend has started just to help because he's got a long road to go. I mean, he does. That there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But so does Amanda, and they need a little bit of help. And I mean, people are stepping up because he's always been there for other people. But he likes to hunt too, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's going to be a minute.
It's going to be a minute. But yeah, we've dove hunted together last year, but the 2 years prior we did in a row, and he's a big fisherman, big hunter, deer hunter. His kids are old enough to where they're hunting with him as well. So, um,
And so I don't know that side of him because it's always been at the store or, you know.
yeah, but huge pillar in the community. It the community is very blessed to have him because when he shows up anywhere, just people flock. Oh, Blake's here. Sweet. I'm gonna go say hey. I mean, it's just he's that guy, just an outstanding individual, and his faith is very strong. Him and Amanda, both of them. So just to be able to talk to that,
That was you.
that was me. Yeah, that was you. Again,
That was you.
that was me. What was that? A game or something? I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna post up the GoFundMe when we post this for the Harlows, and if you can give a little, give a little. If you can't, pray. If you can't do that, then send your love. But you know, anytime we can help a friend in need, we need to be able to do that. Cycling back, we're in turkey season, and unfortunately, neither one of us have been able to go. I haven't even been able to sight in the guns yet, unfortunately.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah, that's what I wish I could be out there doing tomorrow morning, but unfortunately, got to go to work.
I'm going to call him in as I drive in my new truck. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
I think this weekend we need to try and go.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can, I think I might put in for a day off. I've got PTO that I've got to use.
No, I don't have any PTO anymore.
Well, I do. So if I can just take a day to...
I don't have anything anymore. I just started my job. No, it's fine. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, you build up PTO quick, though. I've got set like 2 weeks, which is great. But I need to take a day, kind of get my head right and get in the woods. That's what I need to do.
Yep. You think I can get an Osceola turkey out here?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, but
They're pretty, though.
down in Florida you can.
I know.
I think you have a
We
connection
go to
down there.
I bet Osceola Outfitters has some Osceolas.
You think so?
Gobble, gobble.
They'll probably even call them in for you.
Probably. I bet Charlene would Nana would love it. Charlene would laugh about it. But yeah. Okay, no Osceolas here.
No Osceola's here. But, we can plan a trip next year.
I'll still be paying on my truck. I can't.
It is what it is.
She pretty, though.
It is
Anyway.
a really nice truck.
Turkey season, Alabama.
Yep.
We're in it.
We're in it. And I ordered my new call from Tony yesterday. So hopefully, maybe that'll be here by this weekend and we can run it. You working this weekend? Don't know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, we'll put the kids in the car and let them hang out and then we'll go hunt.
I don't know if I work or not. So talk to me more about turkey season. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
I don't know. I've never done turkey season.
Well,
I never hunted a turkey except at Publix. And I usually find them in the deli section.
Yep, sliced
or
up.
with the poultry.
Yep.
As a whole.
But, yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about turkey season. We're in it. I mean, we're going to be, hopefully we'll be hunting.
What do you use to hunt a turkey with?
Shotguns.
Talk to me about it.
Okay. So we'll be using 20 gauges.
They're cold.
But we'll use 20 gauge shotguns for turkey. I'm going to have you shoot a 20 gauge. I'm going to shoot a 410 this year.
Can I use my M400?
No rifles. No rifles for turkey season.
Not even a rose?
Nope.
But a rose by any other name?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No rifles. That is highly illegal. So So it'll be
I don't
shotgun.
condone that.
And we'll be shooting number 9 steel shot, or number 9 tungsten is what we're going to be shooting. So we'll be able to pattern it really, really tight and shoot a little bit farther if we need to. We want them to come right up to us, but if we have that opportunity to get one at a distance, we can.
Here, turkey, turkey, turkey.
Yep. So,
Do they have, like at Mike's and stuff, like, do they have, like, the boar's head turkey? Or,
no boar's head out in the fields.
oh, they seem like they're really good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're pretty or not. They taste good, though.
Yeah, they're probably just the ones that are mangy and missing all the feathers because they're all cooped up in a pen together.
Well, they're all missing feathers by the time I get to them.
Yep.
Oh, hey. What side of the turkey has the most feathers?
I don't know.
Did you hear me? What side of the turkey, any turkey, has the most feathers? The outside.
That's good.
I know you'd already heard it, but
I
thanks
forgot. I forgot all about it.
this is a good one. I like it.
But
Gobble, gobble.
so it's kind of like we'll go and set up in one spot that I think we'll have to locate them, but it'll be probably.
How do you locate them?
So you can use crow call, you can use a owl hoot, you can use a box call to locate them first thing in the morning. Tony said that he likes to go out the night before and locate them that way, and so when he goes out in the morning, all he has to do is
I thought he said he hooted them in.
no.
No. Oh.
He said he uses a box for locating,
Oh.
or he'll use a crow. I think is what he said. He'll use a crow call, and he'll do that the night before if he's down at whatever property, and try and locate them the night before. So when they get set up in the morning, they know exactly where it's going to kind of come down at. But that's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because that was a story he was telling that he does a lot for wounded warriors and for kids as well. But he does a lot with younger guys and
He said he hadn't taken a bird in.
yeah, a couple years. He said he's been with people.
He's got notch after notch after notch.
Yeah, on his box and his crystal call. So it's nice that guys like that are, and that guy could be doing anything, really, and he's out there sharing the word and getting people their first birds, whether it be kids or whatever. Oh, and he's doing, you send in a picture to him, say
Or the
one of
custom calls.
one of our boys killed one this year, and he would put it in the call.
A slate call.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is awesome. And they look really good, too.
They're pretty.
They are pretty.
Well, and I didn't realize she paints them. So they're...
Yeah. His wife paints them for him. He used to be an artist, and I didn't know that. That's interesting.
At Disney.
At Disney.
He was an intern, and he worked at Disney.
Yeah. I think, guys, that, for shooting from the hip tonight.
Flying by the seat of our pants like we do in life, because this is life. Unedited, unscripted, beyond the blind.
Beyond the blind. But we are going to wrap this episode up.
I got my truck.
Kelly got her truck. She's finally smiling.
I don't like when you say that. I don't smile, first of all.
Oh, could have just fooled me.
This is my face, man. There's people do. I mean, and even Audra will tell you, like, I went out to the bar, and when I first started going out there, the very first time I was out there, Paul was out there, and he said something. He's like, "Come on, you need to smile more."
Yeah.
It's my face. I don't know. No, but I'm excited about. But I don't smile. But I do. It's my track. But I need to pick a name.
You do need to pick a name.
I've been calling her Norma Jean Riley. But that is too long. It's too long.
Maybe some of our viewers can suggest a name for us.
We don't have viewers. Oh yeah.
Listeners and viewers.
I had a Betty White. I had a Jolene. I had a Tanya Trucker.
Yeah.
They were all white though.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mine's Possum.
what?
Yeah. My truck's name's Possum. You knew this.
I don't think I did. Since when? Because
Since I got her.
because that's what I call.
That's the name I have on my GMC app. I've had it on there since I got.
That's what Gator calls me. That's my
She
nick.
called you Possum?
Yeah.
Well, that's my truck's name.
I call her Gator. She calls me Possum, and that was, for always.
Mm-hmm.
The GMC, the one you got, the full size truck that you got after I got a full size truck. When you said, "Oh, I don't need a full size truck. My Ranger can do everything it can do."
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, we appreciate y'all listening in. Thank you, everybody who was here with us live.
I got a truck.
Everybody who continues to follow us, we greatly appreciate it. And God bless y'all. Thank